big question that a lot of students face as they are going to graduate high school is, where do they decide to further their education? You either can go to a community college or tech school, or you can go to a university. In my opinion, I feel that a tech school is better than a university for many reasons. One of them being that the cost is astronomically lower at a tech school than at a university. At a university, you're going to pay anywhere from probably $20,000+ a semester, just depending where you go to school, depending on if it's a private or public university. And at a tech school, you're going to pay, I paid for this whole entire school year, I paid a little over $10,000 for an entire year of school. That's my entire education. That doesn't include my rent, books, and such, but that didn't add up to a whole lot. Another reason that I feel that a tech school is better is because you get a better education. You get more one-on-one time at a smaller school than you do at a university. At a university, you have a class with 300 kids. That professor doesn't have time to meet with each student one-on-one. Yes, you can probably, if you need help, you can go to them and ask for help. But with that smaller class size, it's more personal, and your teachers really do care about you. I've never had any experience at a university, but I did go to a larger tech school, and I didn't like that. I liked where I go now. Yes, there's quite a few kids, but my class size, I have 34 kids, I think, so it's very personal, and we have 3 instructors, and they all do everything they can to make sure we're passing, make sure we're understanding. They are there for us, and that is their sole purpose. They're not there just to tell you the information and kick you out. Lastly, with tech schools, a lot of times you have an internship or clinicals before you graduate, and a lot of those places will offer you a job. So before you even graduate, you have a job lined up, which is awesome. A lot of bigger schools, you don't have that, and you're on your own trying to find a job. And some of the jobs some of the degrees that people get, they're not really jobs that are in need, or it's hard to find one, or you got to move across the country to find one. With a tech school, almost every program is high demand, so you have no issues finding a job. Almost all tech schools in South Dakota have over a 95% job placement rate, which is amazing. Universities, it's not horrible, but it's not as good as a tech school. And some might say that a university is better because you'll end up with a more rewarding job, get paid more and such. But going to a university doesn't make your job better. It's who you work with, the atmosphere, and all that factors into it, not just your degree makes it a better job. Another thing that people would say is that you make more money going to a university because you have a higher degree. Well, that may be true. They're also paying back triple the amount that a student at a tech school paid to go to school. And to me, I would rather pay less for school and make less. That way I owe less in the end. I don't want to be paying off student loans for the rest of my life. That's not something that I would personally like to do. And I can go a lot of places with the job that I'm going to school for. They have Delta Dental has a program, and they have a van that drives around the country, and they do dental work. That's something that I could do if I wanted to, or I can stay here, or I can go anywhere with my degree that I only went to school for 1 year. Not many things you can go to school for 1 year and make as much as someone who has an associate's degree or possibly even a bachelor's degree. Just depends. If you're a hard worker, and if you are gonna show up to work every day, be early, go above and beyond, you can make a lot of money, and you can have fun, and you can have a lot of say in what happens at your job. You just have to want that. And a lot of people nowadays are, I don't want to say lazy, but they just want the money, they just want the advancements, they don't want to do the work for it, and you have to be willing to do the work for it. That's all there is to it. So in conclusion, I just think that two-year schools are a lot better than a university, just for the reasons that the cost of it, and you're only taking specified classes for your program. You're not taking a year worth of generals that you don't need or don't apply to you. You're taking the generals that you need to get your associate's degree. Or my program, I don't even need to have an associate's degree, so I didn't have to take any of those generals. I had to take a couple extra classes, but other than that, I didn't have to take whole another year's worth of school for my generals, which was very nice.